It's true. Today you can pretty much get PlayStation 5 anywhere. So that means also that unfortunately one of my favorite video series, uh, PlayStation 5 Rant series, has come to an end because PlayStation 5's supply problems are finally history. And still it's kinda unreal to me for like how long it took them, and it became pretty, normal situation that you just can't get PS5. Even if you hunt them seriously, but you needed to be a very lucky one to get PS5 in its first 2 years about. But yeah, I think I read the article like a couple of months ago, maybe 1 or 2 months ago, Sony claiming that the supply problems are finally over. And I remember I was being very skeptical about it because just 2 months ago the situation were still different. I didn't see any PS5s on supermarket or gaming store shelves. No, they were empty. I didn't really see PS5 in stock on web stores. But yeah, right now you can pretty much get PS5 wherever you go, or wherever you search. And this situation might be the result of the fact that maybe the much rumored PS5 Pro is just around the corner, because that the PS5s don't just disappear from the web store's stock or game stores or supermarkets shelves. The reason may be that players don't want, like right now, they don't want to buy PS5, those who still don't have it. They may want to wait for the inevitable PS5 Pro announcement, which many assume that it will happen even this year. And I think it just makes sense, because if you think about PS4 and the PS4 Pro, PS4 was released in 2013, and 3 years later, 2016, PS4 Pro was released. And it's been now about 2.5 years since PS5 launched. And if it goes on the same, same planning schedule as the PS4 was, we can assume that PS5 Pro may actually be released this year, or maybe, if not this year, I think at latest next year's holiday season. But I have a feeling that it may actually be even this year's holiday season that we will see the release of PS5 Pro. But as for me, I don't know. Like right now, I'm not so interested about getting a PS5 Pro. I'm perfectly okay with the PS5 original. And there are reasons. One reason is that the rumored PS5 Pro claims to be finally, unlike the original PS5 that was, you know, marketed as being able to play 8K. It even says on the box, if I remember right, on the PS5, 8K gameplay. And that was bullshit. I mean, it doesn't even run at 4K on every game. It's sub 4K. Some are just (1440p) resolution, and yeah, some might even be, if you play it on graphics quality mode, it might even be just 1080p. But anyway, the rumored PS5 Pro claims to run now games natively at 8K, but those are just rumors. Of course, we need to wait for the official word, but I assume it will be quite much more powerful than the existing PS5. And myself, I only have 4K TV, and I have no interest in buying a fucking expensive ass 8K TV. I don't actually know, because I don't follow the TV market and the prices. Maybe the 8K TVs aren't as ridiculously expensive today as they were like 1 or 2 years ago, or even 3 years ago. I can't even remember when 8K TVs first 8K TVs were released in the market, but I think it has been a couple of years already. So I don't have interest or even money to buy expensive ass 8K TVs. So with the PS5 Pro, if it will actually be able to run 8K natively, I can't benefit from it with my existing 4K TV. And also some other reasons, but that's the main reason. If I would buy a PS5 Pro, if I wanted to benefit fully from it, I needed to also buy a new 8K TV, and that would be fucking expensive. Like paying for a new TV, it would, I assume, be at least 1,000 euros for 8K TV, and probably the PS5 Pro will cost, I think, somewhere around 700 or 800 euros, or even more, closer to 1,000. But I don't think it will rise that high. I think the PS5 Pro will cost about, I'd say like right now the PS5 disc version is in Finland, at least it costs about 600 euros. So I assume the inevitable PS5 Pro would cost around 8 to 900 euros. Maybe 700 will be little too cheap, because that would mean only 100 euro difference between the original and Pro model, and I don't think that's possible. It will be at least the price difference 200 euros more than the original. But yeah, it would cost me like about 2,000 euros to buy a PS5 Pro and a new 8K TV, and I don't have that kind of money. It's ridiculous. So I'm very much cool with the existing PS5, even though if PS5 Pro emerges this year or next. But eventually I might get the PS5 Pro, like maybe in the like 3 years later or even 2 years later. And in a situation with the PS4 Pro, I didn't get it until 2020. I got it. Of course, the reason, if you are a long time viewer of my channel, you may have seen my PS4 Pro video back in 2020. I explained that I decided to get it because the PS5 were nowhere to be found, so I decided to get upgrade my original launch PS4 to PS4 Pro. So I got PS4 Pro 4 years later than the launch of it, the initial launch. But yeah, unfortunately, this is the end of my PS5 rant videos. It was nice to do those videos, even though I was pretty seriously, furious and angry about the situation, but still I kind of enjoyed doing those videos, just vent out my frustration and anger that I was not able to get the PS5. But I was lucky to actually got it as early as the summer of 2021. So I didn't have to wait more than, I only had to wait about 8 months to finally get my hands on the PS5. But yeah, so this is it. One chapter ends, another starts. So the PS5 supply problem chapter finally has ended, and yeah, now you can, like I said, you can pretty much get PS5 from everywhere. But yeah, I think that just the PS5 Pro rumors are the reason why the players who still don't have a PS5, I perfectly see the reason why they don't want right now to buy, even though it's available everywhere. They don't want to buy it right now because they are expecting the PS5 Pro to be just around the corner, and that's very understandable. In my case, if I was still without PS5, I would probably do the same. Just wait for the PS5 Pro little longer and not paying for the PS5 to just realize that, oh, I just bought PS5 and in less than a year a PS5 Pro will be released. That would be a quite painful situation. Regarding money, of course. But yeah, now this is it. Yeah. So in a nutshell, if you are still interested about getting a PS5, I would recommend that you wait a little longer to actually hear an official word from Sony for them to finally announce the PS5 Pro, which is definitely inevitable release, and I also assume it's sooner than we think, probably. So I would recommend wait a little longer. That would be the most reasonable thing to do, I think, in my opinion. But of course, if there are some PS5 exclusive games that you really must play right now and you don't want to wait, games like Dead Space Remake, that is only on PS5 and was not released for PS4. Well, I don't count Resident Evil 4 Remake because that is also available on PS4. But yeah, Dead Space Remake, Ghostwire Tokyo is only a PS5 game. There aren't actually that many games. Those are just 2 games that I own. I just can't remember right now what other PS5 only games there are that are not available for PS4. But anyway, I recommend you wait a little longer for the official announcement. So yeah, do that if you are not in a hurry. But anyway, see you in the next video.